just a little bit of information when we're talking about questions where we're moving between length scale. So this is area scale, this is volume scale, or length scale, which I don't have one here, but we are always going to use a single number, a multiplier, that gets us from one shape to the other. So for example here, this one is 3 and this one is 5. So we can create a scale factor that we multiply all of the corresponding sides, that means the pairs of sides, always by the same number. So this one here and this one here, they are a pair of sides. This one here and this one here are also a pair of sides. And this one are a pair of sides. So if I knew, let's say this one here, let's say it was 8, I could find it by using the multiplier that's been used. What do I multiply 3 by to get to 5? I multiply 8 by to get to this one here. So you use the same multiplier, and the same works for area. I'm going to find an area by multiplying by the area scale factor. Same with volume. I'm going to find a missing volume by multiplying by the volume scale factor. So we find our length scale, LS, our length scale, by dividing one length by the other. Okay? Let's call this one A and this one B. So that would be the length in A divided by the length in B. Now to find the area scale factor, you can find that 2 ways. By doing the area in A divided by the area in B. But the other way to find the area scale is to take the length scale and square it. That feels like a much easier option, but sometimes you're not given enough lengths to work that out. So then you would have to use area if you were given the 2 areas to find the area scale. And the volume scale factor, yes, you can take the volume of A divided by the volume of B to get the volume scale factor, or you can cube the length scale. So the length scale is our base for everything. You must always come back to the length scale to then work up to the area scale or work up to the volume scale. Sometimes you'll find the volume scale, but you need the area. So you go back to the length and then you can work up to the area. So the way that it works is this. So we've got length scale, area scale, volume scale. So to get from the length to the area, like we said, we square. To get from the length to the volume, we cube. So we cube the length to get to volume, we square it to get to area. But let's say maybe we have the area and we want to get the length scale. So we do the opposite of squaring, which is square root. And if for some reason we have the volume scale and we need to get, let me see if you couldn't see, and you need to get back to the length scale, we do the opposite of cubing, which is cube rooting. And you can find these buttons on your calculator. The cube root is really small up here in the corner, and to get it, you have to press Shift and then the button. The square root's much easier. It's just right here. You just press square root, and then you type in whatever number you want. Here, let's say you have the cube root, and you just type the number afterwards. That gives you that answer. So, length scale, by finding the 2 lengths, divide them. You get area scale by squaring the length scale. Opposite, square rooting to get back to the length. If you want volume, you take the length scale, cube it. To get back, you cube root it.